1965, when Union troops arrived in Galveston, Texas to announce all enslaved people were free, more than 2 years after President Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation.
And now, your Storm Center 7 forecast with Chief Meteorologist McCall Vrydaghs.
We just had the most lovely weather for a walk today, McCall, didn't we?
We did. We walked 3 miles.
Yes.
That's how nice it was.
It was great. We're not going to do that tomorrow, though, because it was too sweaty to go back on the TV.
Oh, that's right. And I think being outside and walking for 3 miles when temps are in the 90s, it's just not a safe idea. So we'll stay in the AC tomorrow night. Maybe we'll walk up and down the stairs.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Now, the weather tomorrow is going to turn hot for us in the Miami Valley. Temperatures again into the 90s. We saw our first 90-degree day last week. In fact, we had 4 of them. This week, at least in the next couple of days, we're into those 90s. We add in the humidity, and it's going to feel even hotter than that. Tomorrow's high, I'm looking at 94 for the afternoon, 95 on Wednesday. And while it doesn't seem like much of a difference from Tuesday to Wednesday, the humidity is really going to ramp up, and I see heat index values into the triple digits Wednesday afternoon because our dew points are going to get into the mid to upper 60s. Once you pass that 60-degree mark for your dew point, that's when it starts to feel uncomfortable. You get close to 70 and it feels downright oppressive, and that may be what some of us deal with by Wednesday afternoon. Your air conditioner is going to be on full blast the next couple of days, especially once we get to about 10 o'clock in the morning. We get those highs, or those temps into the 80s already, and then the 90s for the afternoon, straight on through sunset before we see any relief for us in the Miami Valley. Now, along with the heat, we still have lots of sunshine, so a very high UV index will be in play for the next couple of days. So while you're drinking plenty of fluids to stay cool, or maybe you're getting into the pool, make sure that you put the sunblock on while you're outside, because those UV rays can sneak up on you if you're not prepared. All right, let's talk about severe weather. Not only are we going to be dealing with some hot and humid conditions, but that is going to play into our threat for some strong thunderstorms on Wednesday. We have a level 1 out of 5 risk that a few thunderstorms, 1 or 2 storms, may become severe Wednesday afternoon. And I've been going through the latest model runs and the guidance that I have. It looks as though the best chance for those storms will fall along and south of I-70. So while we see that level 1 risk everywhere, I'm seeing more indications the further south you are, the better opportunity to see that storm. Now, damaging wind gusts, that's our greatest concern. May have some small size tail, along with some locally heavy rainfall. But we'll watch out for that, and of course we'll have updates here on Channel 7 and on WHIO.com as we get closer to Wednesday. As for tomorrow, we wake up in those 60s, and you can see quickly jumping into those 80s and then into the 90s. So I mentioned that 10 a.m. time frame tomorrow. That's when our air conditioner is going to start to be on full blast there, all the way through the afternoon and early evening before past sunset. We see those numbers falling back into the 80s. But here's what it will actually feel like. Again, I'm forecasting a high of 94 degrees tomorrow. It will feel about 95 or 96, so just a couple of degrees hotter than the actual air temperature. That's because the humidity hasn't come up too high too much on Tuesday. But when we crank those dew points into those middle to upper 60s on Wednesday, a high of 95 is actually going to feel like the low triple digits, and the hotter it will feel as you get down further in the southern part of the Miami Valley. All right, let's talk about the rain and the thunderstorm threat. Tuesday, we're quiet. We have lots of sunshine, very high UV index, a hot day. You'll feel the humidity more so for the afternoon. By the time we get into Wednesday, it's still quiet for us in the Miami Valley. There's 8 a.m. for you. By the afternoon, we start to see some isolated showers and storms. There's 2:30. Watch what happens past 2:30. Those thunderstorms really develop as you get further south. That's why I said while everyone is under that level 1 risk, I think our better chance at this point will fall in the southern part of our viewing area. All right, here's that 7-day outlook. It is sunny. It is hot tomorrow. We will see a dry start to Wednesday, 95 for a high, triple-digit heat index values, and then those storms roll in. Humidity will drop off a bit on Thursday. It will feel a little bit better, but it's still quite warm and above normal in the upper 80s. And then we're back to the 90s Friday and Saturday, and a few storms return Sunday, and then finally we'll look at more normal-like temperatures heading into the start of next week.
Thanks, McCall. A perfect pair when a local man needed a new kidney. His best friend answered the call. An update to their story next.